Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Inside Out 2. This movie came out in, I believe, in 2024. Um, I wanted to do a movie reaction to it. Actually, I started to do it, but then circumstances happened. Enough of that. Anyway, this is a sequel to the very successful Inside Out, the first one. And again, it's about a teen. I think the original was about a girl named Riley. I think they showed her from a baby until pre-adolescence. I think they showed she was a preteen before that. She wasn't quite a teenager yet. And anyway, it was about her emotions. I think it was anger, joy, happy, sadness. What was it called? I'm sorry. I'm gonna spy in sheep teeth. It was joy, sadness, anger, fear, and disgust. Yeah, they've been. They basically, and I like the way they do it in these Pixar movies. How they 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 run it like a business actually. All the different emotions, and they have to manage it because she's a young girl, so they have to manage her emotions to make sure she, how she reacts to to her family and situations around her and stuff. It was really like I don't think it was a sleeper hit. It was one of the big Pixar hits of the I think of 22. Was it 2024? I forgot when the original came out, but anyway, I think this one came out in 2024. I think. Okay, let me just double check that. Yeah, 2024. Anyway, but so the sequel was actually basically, in a nutshell, that Riley became a teenager. Riley, the character that the emotions are in, she became a teenager. And of course, being a teenager, like everybody knows, you get all these weird emotions, all these different feelings and stuff. And that's what kind of happens to all these, this five, I guess, what do you call a five-person team, uh, where they run her emotions and stuff. They get introduced to, because she's a teenager, she gets introduced to more emotions. Okay, and these more emotions, they have their own plans and their own thoughts of what's best for Riley, and it's basically the old team versus the new team. And it's actually a pretty fun movie. It's only about an hour and 25 minutes, but it's really well thought out and really well done. Amy Poehler is like the head. I think she's Joy, right? She's Amy, if I remember that right. Amy Poehler is Joy, and they have all the different emotions. I know Lewis Black was anger and stuff, because who could forget Lewis Black? His voice and he's just that's Lewis Black in real life as well. And anyway, you have all these different new emotions now that she's a teenager. She's trying to fit in on this hockey team. Okay, that she has to go away. She has her best friends. That she has these two best friends, and it's how basically how these new emotions are trying to take over because she's a teenager and they want to do what's right for Riley, but in doing so, they kind of discard the old emotions. And this is basically what the story is, and it's a pretty good story, all things considered, and all the different complications with these different emotions, and I like the way they make it like it's a business and stuff. When she's a teenager now, and so everything else has to be redone in the center that where they control all her emotions. Everything has to be redone and redone over because she's becoming a teenager, so she's going to have a whole new set of emotions and stuff. And I love the way it plays out. With Joy trying to work with these new emotions and try to get them on her side and stuff, and having to fight against them and getting pushed aside. It's a really it's a family film, and it's really good. And I think there she is. I think is that Envy? I think that's Envy. I think because I think that's or no Anxiety. Excuse me. And let me. There's some new characters that's been added to the mix. Okay, My Heart plays Anxiety. That's another new emotion. And Ao Idibiri, she plays Envy. Okay, and I think there's a. I know they have. I think one is Shy and something. It's a bunch of new emotions that these old emotions have to deal with and stuff, and how everything it's basically how they have to basically come together so Riley's emotions can be teenagers. So, but all the emotions can be right and right in place and not do the wrong thing and not alienate her friends and alienate her parents. It's a whole bunch of things. But I love the way they set it up in animated form. Like I said, how they make it a business and it's like a panel that they have to test to make sure, and they have all these different situations that Riley has to go through with her friends, with her new potential friends and stuff. It's a really well done thing, and it doesn't like it's not insulting to kids. It's really relatable, okay, and really relatable for adults as well as kids, okay, with the with these wacky looking creatures and stuff, and again as an adult you can relate to all the because everybody remembers being a teenager and stuff and going through all the different emotions and all that stuff. So people remember that. So I think it's really a really well done movie, and I would give this movie out of my 4-star system. Again, my 4-star system is 1 is fair, 1 star is fair, 2 stars is right. No, excuse me, 1 star is poor. Okay, 2 stars is fair, I think, right? 3 stars is good, and 4 stars is excellent. I would give this 3.5 stars. I think this is really well done. A nice sequel to the original. Again, like I said, she's growing up, becoming a teenager, and I love the way how it plays out, behind the scenes with the emotions, and then how it plays out in real life with Riley and stuff, with her parents and with her teammates and stuff. And it's really well done. And I again definitely recommend it as a kid. This is a family film that you can take, you can watch it, sit down and watch it with your kids and stuff. And it's very enjoyable and very relatable. Okay, so anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen Inside Out 2, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. In the description box, I have links to my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram. I also have a link to my other channel called Views and Opinions. We check that out as well. I also have a link down below to my Patreon. My Patreon is only $5 a month. Over 200 videos on there. 5 different categories. You get 5-minute preview clips of all the content that's on there. Follow the link. It will take you to the Patreon page. I also have a link down below to my merchandise store. As you can see, I'm wearing my spherical circles. That's one of the designs on my in my merchandise store. I also have my logo, Trey Paso, on everything as well, on t-shirts, hats, mugs, sweatshirts, hoodies, water bottles, teddy bears for men, women, unisex. Follow link. It will take you to the store. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trey Paso saying so long, and take care.